afternoon, YouTube. This is the Atheist Chef. Now, if you have been paying attention for the past day or so, you may have seen Tanya, Galaxy Dreams. She is a Christian believer, a friend of G-Man, and you'll see her on the Hangouts. She, as of probably either yesterday or maybe today, officially, I don't know if she's made it official, has become an atheist. Or maybe agnostic atheist. I'm really not sure of her position. She's made some videos with questions. I've replied with one big video, and they've even done a good hangout for about 3 or 4 hours. And if you listen to the things that she says, yeah, she seems very quite atheistic. Now, G-Man has taken this pretty hard. And you can see this in this reply video that he's made about Eve. And he declares war on Eve. Now, I find it's weird that he declares war on Eve, or the demon that is behind her. It's almost like he doesn't accept that Tanya could be her own woman, and that's a ghost closing the door. Thanks, Ricky. Now, yes, that's the ghost Ricky. Anyways, Galaxy Dreams is her own person, and she was wondering and questioning and trying to figure out what to think, and she asked questions and we gave her answers. And so I guess now she's an atheist, but he really pushes so hard on Eve, and he's declared war on her. And he's challenged her to a debate, and he says that, her argument for morality must be so good, so he has to shut it down. But it does make me wonder. I mean, Eve's, I don't even know what specifically she might have said about morality, but no disrespect toward Eve, but I can't imagine it's anything that particularly different that I, Alex Botten, or any other person that's argued about the morality of God has really ever said. But he's going to focus really hard on Eve. Hard on Eve. I made a video about sex earlier, and so it made me giggle like a schoolgirl. Anyways, if Eve is considered the Dragon Slayer, the G-Man killer, then hell, I'm the G-Man killer. Alex Botten is a G-Man killer. Prudent Discourse, J.D. Kane, Matthew Bell, G-Man. G-Man is his own G-Man killer. Have you ever seen him try to defend a position? And then now on top of that, Galaxy Dreams is deconverting against someone he considered a friend, and it's, I have to imagine it has to be kind of confusing him a bit, because he even just said in one of his recent videos that he truly believes that Galaxy Dreams was a true Christian. Or at least he said Christian, but he's not treating her the same way. He's not going around saying, like, for example, myself. He's not saying, because I said I was a Christian, but he calls me that I was, he accepts that I admit if I was a believer, but not a Christian. And he knew Tanya, Galaxy Dreams, long enough that he's like, yeah, I think she was a real Christian or a Christian. And so I have to wonder how he has to look at atheists just a little bit differently. Can he still turn around and say, she was never a real Christian? Is he having to change his tune a little bit? Is he going to resort to, she was a true Christian, but now she's backsliding, or something to that extent? And it's funny how this is actually kind of a good thing, because I think maybe this will help G-Man understand atheists and deconversion and Christianity maybe just a little bit better. I don't know. When it's all said and done, he could maybe see things a little bit differently. But right now, he's on a tear. I wonder, and I first I said this jokingly in my head, but then I started to wonder if G-Man was going through the 5 stages of grief. And the first stage being denial and isolation, or getting overwhelming amounts of emotions, and I would say in a manner that he's kind of separating himself from everybody by, I'm not going to be in these atheist hangouts. I'm not going to be doing this. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not wanting to talk to these people. It's more of an isolation. He's number 2. He's definitely getting angry. He's definitely showing his anger and the way that he's behaved with a declaration of war on Eve. That's just straight obvious there. 3, bargaining. He's trying to make debates with Eve because he assumes that if he can, and he wants Galaxy Dreams to be there with Eve during this debate, because he seems to imagine that if he changes Eve's argument of morality, that it's going to deconvert Galaxy Dreams back to being a Christian. And Lord knows, he's praying for her, bargaining. And it seems like the next step's probably going to be a sort of, maybe not a full-on depression. He may even skip that step. I don't know how sad he's going to be on that. Like, is it going to be just really just so down? Is going to make him feel so downtrodden that he's lost, Galaxy as a believer? Is it going to change how she is with him as a friend? I don't know. And maybe that'll be next, or maybe he'll skip and just get right onto the acceptance. I don't know. Tanya sure has. She seems to be accepting of her, understanding very well. So I wonder if G-Man will be next. So again, I'm not even close to a psychologist, nor am I qualified to say any of these things. But that's just immediately what went through my head. So that's it. That's all I've got to say. This is the Atheist Chef signing off. Peace.